focus on various companies. The next important thing is that they will also emphasize how quality will be improved in every aspect of company. The most important thing is that starting from the consumption of raw materials, the moving to next ones for the processing and quality of method should be implemented. The next important thing is quality of machines, the proper layout, and finally it should be focused in every aspect which you can simply say that starting from dispatch in case of inward or in case of outward logistics, it should be go to the destinations. So in every aspect, quality should be considered. Moving to next important slide, you can see if you go to the proper definition of your qualities, the first one is fitness for use of or purpose, that is known as quality. Or in case of do a right things at first time and do a right things at the right times and find and know the what consumer wants, that is also define the qualities. The next thing is features to meet the customer needs and give the customer satisfaction. This is also known as your qualities. The next important thing is freedom from deficiencies or defect, or you can simply say that error-free product or services. That is also defined as qualities. Moving to next one, the conformance to standard. These are also known as qualities. And the most important things, value and worthiness for the monies, especially from customers in case of buying the particular product, is also defined qualities. So this is the entire 360 view definition, especially reference to qualities. Moving to next ones, if you go to other definition of qualities, the qualities that directly defines a particular process or product which is basically fit for its purpose. So apart from the quality, the most important thing is every product and service is customized or made or manufactured as far as concerned with the need of customers. The next important thing is that quality is process or product conform to requirements, especially reference to demand information arise by the customers. Most of the cases we observe that they directly focus on capacity building, and especially reference to capacities, they must focus on various quality measures. So today we are going to discuss a small case studies how this company has implemented a continuous improvement process, especially reference to improve the quality in every aspect and reduce the waste minimizations. And from the waste minimizations, the company will maximize the cost cutting advantages or cost cutting edges, especially reference to waste management. We'll discuss in the upcoming slide. So moving to next one, a quality is compliance to the best known standard, process and specifications. And the last one is quality satisfying experience as far as customer. In case of service industries, you can see that directly focus on experience plus outcomes that directly define the qualities. So these are all the concepts belong to qualities and how the quality strategy should be implemented for revenue generation, for implementing various strategies, and how they will help to grow the companies in a continuous manner so that the company will be sustained for a longer period and they maintain their brand value as well as maintain the profit maximization, or we can simply say that increase the profit maximization for any kind of industry or business. So moving to next slide, you can see that how what is the basic need of qualities. If you move to the next slide, the first point is increase productivities. So in case of increased productivity, especially reference to just a minute. Okay. So increase the productivities. Most of the cases, the productivity will be increased depending upon the demand information provided by the customers, and that need a huge amount of quality assurance or quality control, especially refers to productivities or production-oriented activities. Moving to next ones, reduce the cost of repairs. That is why you need various type of precise tools, machines, equipments for providing preventive as well as proactive maintenance. The next one is increase loyal customer base. So that should be implemented by various companies to maintain their loyal customers regarding their brand value as well as their product and services. And the last one is better profits. So in case of better profit, nowadays most of the company are simply pronounced profit-making organizations by implementing various quality tools and quality policies and quality philosophies in their mainstream, especially if it is to increase productivity. The next important thing is improve improve performance. And the next one is building various capacities to meet the challenge, and special reference to maintain the balance and supply between customer and manufacturer. So these are the basic point, which is basically focus on need of qualities. Moving to next one. So next one is quality strategies. So I just simply go to the basic concept of strategies, so that the plan of action is implemented for future scope or for long sustainabilities. Same thing happen in case of if a company is implementing the quality strategies for a particular organizations. Specially reference to quality strategy, it's a part of organizational strategy related to qualities. But if you go to the simple strategy, it is a plan of action for entire organization. But in case of quality strategy, it is directly focused on the organizational strategy that directly related to your quality of product or services. So moving to next one, so the quality strategy is a part of market and the productivity strategy with high significance. So how to achieve the high significance for implementing various qualities, that is most important point. And the next one is, in addition to product innovations in formulating quality strategy, the company must take into account for the requirement of market and ability to produce. So to getting the competitive advantage in case of implementing the quality strategy, most of the company are directly provide various type of unique product or innovative product, so that more number of customer will be attract toward this particular companies, as well as they will go or stay for longer period. Then most of the companies directly provide especially reference to loyal customers. Point number four, in case of it directly focus on other standard from others, and that will only affect to the way of beating the competition. Most of the cases to getting the competitive advantage in case of market, especially from company side, that directly implement various type of quality strategy to attract more amount of customers. So that are the thing which is includes various type of quality tools and quality philosophy and quality policies in their mainstream to maximize the product quality. And the next important thing is improve the product services, especially reference to after sales service will be improved to build up more amount of potential customers. So this is all about the quality strategy, which is especially reference to focus on making profit. The next one is increase loyal customers. The next important thing is reduce the cost of maintenance. The next most important thing is increase productivity. That is why quality is vastly needed as to maximize all four parameters, especially for business organization as well as corporate. So moving to next one, the factor influence quality strategy. So we have two type of factors. The first one is internal. The next one is external factors. So specially reference to internal factors. Sorry. So specially reference to internal factors. Okay, so we have two type of factors which directly affect your quality strategy. The first one is external, the second one is internal. So in case of internal, the most important thing is environments. So that is why most of the company are directly go for Pareto analysis or pestle analysis. So in that case of environment, this is one on hand, and other challenges of the company, that maybe the politicals, maybe the culturals, maybe the technical progress, maybe the changing need. The next is market volatility. The next is increase a huge amount of competitions. The next is integration of various companies, then globalization and lack of energy resources. So these are the external factors which directly you can say that is influence the quality strategy whenever a company is initiated in various departments of department. Moving to next one. So in the next one is internal, specially reference to which are associated with the capability of companies and its employees. It is mainly connected with skill and competency in case of management, especially reference to marketing, then design of product and research and development, and in case of initiation of various technology, especially reference to your production activities as well as maximize the production activities. So these are the things which is include that, or you can simply say that is these are the factor which is directly influence the most important aspect of quality strategies. So we'll move to the next one, especially reference to external factors in like your politicals. So you can take the best example in case of visa stills. So due to high amount of political influence or interference, what will happen? The company is lacking the production, especially reference to qualities. Moving to next one, you can see the recent scenario in case of Ford Motors and in case of Chevrolet. They directly remove their entire project, especially reference to manufacturing units are directly removed from India due to this cultural influence, especially reference to quality or especially reference to implementation of quality strategies. The next is if the market is volatile, so in that case it also affect your qualities. The next important is if the competitiveness is increased from that new companies and startup company are directly go for various for pricing strategy to make the entire thing in case of competitiveness. In that case, it also increase the effect or the that directly influence your quality strategies. Moving to next one, specially reference to marketing and design and research and technologies. In case of internals, what will happen? Suppose you are not upgrade your entire production capacities with the latest technologies. So you are failed to produce good quality of product, especially reference to if you take the case studies of cage spices. So initially they have faced huge amount of problems, especially reference to identify the innovation packagings. So for innovation packagings, the company needs various type of upgraded machines, especially reference to cartoon packaging, especially reference to aluminum foil packagings. The later company has find various lackings or the various demerits that we are not compete the market due to the innovation packagings. The later on company decide to implement various technologies as far as concerned with the result of research and design, especially reference to innovative product. So what happened during the mean period? The entire companies directly convert the entire productivities into a highly efficient technology or efficient machine should be equipped for innovative packagings. So due to that thing, they are nowadays they must getting the competitive advantage in case of innovation packaging, especially reference to spices market. If you see the competitor point, we have MDA spices there, we have Ruchi spices there, but the case spices is made their strategy in a such a way that, especially referring to quality strategy implementations, they are identify a particular market, especially reference to Indian scenario. So this is one of the case studies, especially reference to spice industries where they directly implement a huge amount of innovations, especially reference to research and as well as initiation of a huge amount of technology in case of packaging industries. Moving to next one. The next one is principle of quality strategies. So in case of principle of quality strategy, the first point is quality strategy must be comprehensive, especially reference to uh, implementation of various quality policies in the existing companies. The next is adapter. The strategy should require a full involvement of employees and implementation of changes. So whenever you implement quality strategies, for example, you are implementing PDCA cycle for continuous improvements. So that means the different level of management, starting from the top level, middle level, as well as the bottom level management, must understand the advantages of implementing PDCA cycles. Moving to next ones, if you implement the various type of quality strategy, for example, you are implementing 7S model, especially reference to 7 waste identification. The next is implementation of various strategies. Then improvise or you can say is improve of your organizational structures and the organization style. Then improve the skill of operators or selected or selection of people should be included. So these are directly provide various type of central value which consist of a source of all other values in the company. So these are the you can simply say these are the simple value added process for getting the outcomes of implementation of quality strategies in the organizations. So I just repeat, you have to go for 7 model systems for identification of various waste generation point. The next is implementation of well-defined strategy for long term. The next is must improve your organizational structures and their styles. The next is improve the skill of operator who are directly or indirectly involved in the entire quality implementation systems. And the last one is, in case of new quality strategy, required substantial changes in case of organization cultures. So why organization culture is most important? If you see in the scenario in case of IT companies, especially reference to female employees, the satisfaction level is very much higher side. Same thing happened in case of e-commerce side. The working culture for female employees is rapidly rise in case of e-commerce side due to their rapidly change the organizational structure as well as the style of organizational structures. So that thing is directly put a value addition, especially reference to changing the substance of action necessary to meet the expectation of customers. So these are the few principles. Moving to next one. So today I'm discuss about this particular case studies. As you know, this is the India's largest uh, print media house, the Times of India. If you see the most professionally, they are directly focused on around it is internet, radio, music, televisions, retailing, and multimedia. The specially reference to this particular group, this is 174 years old group, and this is very much famous in case of uh, providing various mode of printing papers, printing newsprints. The most important thing is that they are directly focused on special reference to cost cutting issues. In case of company realize that most of the paper, especially reference to printing industries, they are recycled papers, but they are directly assigned various type of agencies to recollection of this printing papers from different sources, and they again go for recycling the entire process. But the thing is that the company decide to implement PDCA cycles not externally as well as in case of internally. In case of internally, they started the entire concept in case of Saibabad plant, where they directly consume or the consumption of around 182,080 metric tons they will save, and that reduction of huge print waste percent will be generate huge financial saving for the organizations. I repeat, uh, this particular group has implementing a quality policies or quality philosophy to saving the cost of newspaper prints. But initially, they have assigned various agency for collection of recycled papers for the print industries. But later, company identify if they go for external sources for purchase of this recycle waste. As you know, in case of if you sell the particular bunch of paper, the cost would be range from 8 to 10 rupees. But if you go for the number of prints, the quality of prints, they will need various type of chemical processing of this particular newspaper prints. So that is why the company directly focused on implementing a particular policies, especially reference to implementation of quality strategy in their internal organizations. So they directly started the entire thing, especially reference to Saibaba printing plant, and they directly save huge amount of consumption of your uh, print papers or recycled print papers, and that should range from 182,804 metric tons. Just imagine if you purchase the same things in a new form, the cost will be directly impact on the profit maximization. That is why companies want to implement this particular PDCA cycles. We'll discuss that particular part. So in the year 2015 and 16, the company directly reduced the newsprint waste from 3.61% to 3.19%. And the initiation is directly identifying various problems, especially if they directly form a continuous improvement group. So initially, they directly provide a particular group who that group is providing various reform in the process of printing that particular paper. And the next important thing is that they are directly implement PDCA cycles. So I just repeat, in case of this continuous improvement group is directly go for planning, doing, checking, and acting of different cycles, especially reference to continuous improvement. And they identify the opportunity for improvement. How they identify the opportunity for improvement, I'll show in the next slide. You can see this scenario in case of newsprints. Uh, just a minute. The next slide is visited. Hello.
Yes, sir, visited.
Visited. visible? Next slide.
Yes, sir. The Times of India.
of India.
Next one, the generation
Yes,
chart.
sir. The flow chart. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. So in case of generation chart, you can see that news weights generations. So they were basically it is of two types. First one is press operations. Simply what happens, the recycled paper are directly pressed to remove excess amount of moisture. The next one is newsprint handling systems. So basically, they use various type of color ink for printing the entire number of pages. Moving to next one, specially reference to press operations, they have printed waste, reel and waste. In case of paper, they simply use various type of reels. So that the reel is contain the number of layers of, you can see that papers. The next one is sweep waste. So due to go for the entire printing operations, they have identified the printing waste, then reel and waste, and they also found the tear off and waste roll of preparations. So these are the 3 points from press operations. Moving to next one, in case of printing handling, they have identified the tear off and waste roll handlings. So tear up means if you just tear the pages from during the entire process of printing. So if you go for new print, the simply tear the front reel of the papers and then directly insert in the machines. That is the concept. So whenever they go for another set of reels, they simply tear the front page. So that waste reduction part they have identified initially. Then moving to next ones, they directly focus on waste during the entire run and startup waste and auto split spices, sorry, splice waste. And they have directly find white waste, registered out, late copy cleanings. These are the waste which is generated in case of news printing universities. And specially reference to newsprint handling system, they also find transit waste and forklift operations. So during forklift operations, few amount of waste is directly segregated from this particular point. So initially they focus on this particular 4 point to minimize the waste reductions, and due to that 4 point, or you can simply say this due to this 4 node, they are directly implementing PDCA cycle for continuous improvement in case of printing media. So this is the biggest achievement from Times of India to saving the cost, especially to their organizations in case of internal part of organizations. So is it clear? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Okay,
can we
so
go to the last slide?
this one.
Yes, sir.
Actually, my desktop is not showing that particular slide due to slow. So here I just conclude the session. Clear. The next class we will discuss the next important things, specifically to quality study. Is it clear?